Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
What is going on, guys? My name is Aaron, and thank you all so much for tuning into the channel. Today, I'm at the beautiful Shenandoah River. Now, it has been warm for the past couple weeks, but we seem to be back in winter. Spring is dead and gone, at least for right now. So we're gonna get out here. We're gonna do another 4-hour winter bass fishing challenge. The goal with these challenges is to catch 5 fish, but my goal for you all is to teach you all as much as I possibly can here in the next 4 hours. So before we get started, go ahead and subscribe and like, because you already know it's gonna be a good one. Stick with me to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys on the water. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna start off with a jerkbait, most likely a Ned rig. Both those are kind of winter staple baits on the Shenandoah River. Staple baits probably any time of the year, but especially in the winter. I've never actually got the graph around this area, so I'm pretty excited to be able to do that. It is calling for rain a little bit later in the forecast today, so I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not. Right now I have 250, so in 2 hours at 450, I'll give you guys a midday update. We'll see how we're doing there. And then it's gonna be dark by about the time I get off the water, so hopefully we can land 5. I believe we can. This area is a pretty small area to cover, so let's get it cracking and see what we can do. You guys already know I'm starting out with the Vision 110. Got it in the white. Cloudy, not quite as windy as I'd like, but we do have some current moving through here. So I'm guessing that's kind of gonna break up the water a little bit. Water's 50 degrees, so not too warm, but not too cold either. If you guys go watch that winter jerkbait tutorial I did, you'll know the cadence. Jerk, jerk, pause, jerk. I like to give it about a 5-second pause. On the river, that current's moving, so a lot of times it'll kind of take your bait, and you want to have a little bit faster cadence than you normally would in, say, a lake. Not a single taker yet. I am unpleasantly surprised right now. That's not what you want to do over there. Don't lose your rod in the river. It will make you sad. This weather is pretty bipolar right now. I think it knows what it wants to do. What I'm doing is I'm casting it up on that current and bringing it into the slower moving water. We're just gonna keep experimenting around until we get a bite, and then we're gonna try to replicate that pattern. It does tend to be pretty difficult in the winter to get a bite, but some days you can go out there and you can catch fish pretty quickly if you know where they're at and you know what they're biting. A lot of times they're stacked on top of each other. Feet. I'm seeing some fish on the, oh, son of a biscuit. Felt like a bite. Also felt really small, but it did feel like a bite, and I was pretty much right on the boat, so that tells me I need to back up a little bit. Try to make a similar cast here. Did feel like a bite though, so that was step 1. This guy's trying to fish up here in the people throwing rocks in the water. Oh gosh. I know he's pissed. Oh, there he goes. He's done. He's done with it. Said, I'm getting the heck out of here. Awareness level 0. Hey buddy, don't worry. I'm not having any better luck over here. Yet, that is. Toss a little football jig around. Now there's a bunch of trees down there, so could just be sitting in the wood. I'm gonna fish this nice and slow. I haven't seen much on the grass. I'm assuming that they're on bottom right now. Oh. Don't know what happened there. It's kind of the same area that I've gotten bit / stuck before, so I really don't know, but fish a little bit more. That's definitely a tree. There we go. The best way to tell if you guys have a fish or a tree, reel your slack up and kind of leave a little bit of tension on there. If it starts pulling back, it's a fish. Set the hook. Like, look, I'm pulling back. There's no tension. Nothing's moving there, so I know it's a tree. Okay. Oh, my Lanza. That's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You're steering the brake while you're out in the river. Go over here and fix our steering real quick. Nothing quite like your steering braking when you're out in the river. It's very, very safe. Exactly what you want. Luckily, I got my waders on today, so hopefully we can fix it pretty quickly. All right, guys, it has been an adventure. Really not sure how much you saw, but my battery pack was not on, so that was number one. Number two, my steering came undone, so I had to fix that. Luckily, I have waders on today, so that wasn't too big of a deal. Trying to get these cameras to work, it's just been a day. We're gonna turn it around. We're about an hour in. We got more time. It's not a problem. I still have my main spot that I wanted to hit. Have not touched that yet, so we have more time. Probably what I'll do next, I'm gonna go up here to that spot, try to get a bite, try to get a little bit of confidence, then we'll come back down here and see what's happening. I'm just really surprised. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten anything yet. We did have one, what we thought was a bite on the Ned rig, so I probably need to go ahead and pull that back out and toss that around a little bit more. I'm gonna throw this jig down here just a little bit, and then we're gonna go up. I gotta have my paddle ready in case my steering does come off again. Last thing I wanna do is be floating down the river sideways. This boat is not fun to paddle, but it's much better than walking down the bank with all my stuff missing, so. Uh-oh, guys. Oh! Oh, I pray that was that fishing line again. I pray that was that fishing line again, guys, because if not, that was a giant freaking bass. Gosh, I pray it was that fishing line. Oh my gosh. That's most likely what it was, because it's right in that same spot, but dude, that was a bass. That was a absolute freaking unit, and I just blew it. Pretty sure it wasn't though. It's right in that same spot. Yeah, I'm back on it again. Okay, it makes me feel a little bit better, guys. Gosh, I thought I just lost a freaking 10-pounder over here. Whew. Okay, it makes me feel a little better. Just nobody's hungry today. Nobody's eating today? You fasting today? Oh, 9 foot, okay. Okay. Oh. Got one, guys. We got one. Got one. We got one, guys. We got one. All right. All right, finally on the board. Look how thick that guy is. Ned rig got it done. A little bit before halfway. See if we can get one more before it's halftime. All right, guys, time for a little midday update. We are on the absolute struggle bus so far. So a few different things have happened. We did end up catching one fish just a few minutes ago, so that is a plus. We got one on the board, only 4 more to go. My steering system for my rudder ended up coming undone. That wasn't too big of a deal. I always keep a screwdriver in the boat to fix that, and I had waders on today. So that kind of goes into being prepared. You always want to be prepared for different things that can happen on the water. I also keep a paddle with me for a worst case scenario where I wouldn't be able to get it fixed, or if I'm in the rapids and it breaks and I have a paddle. So we're gonna keep going. We got about 2 more hours to go. We're gonna fish this spot up here a little bit more. I was kind of surprised with how much current that last smallmouth was in. So we're gonna try to fish the current a little bit more. Haven't had too many bites. It's been a little bit rough, but we're gonna keep going and we're gonna see if we can land 4 more in the next 2 hours. Stick with me, guys. Well, the rain came and went. Thought we were gonna get rained on a little bit more, which we still might, but hopefully not. I really don't wanna have to put the cameras up. Same area where we caught that one smallmouth. Let's see if we can't land another 1 or 2 up here. I really don't like being in the current, especially having that rudder system come undone. It's not something I really want to mess around with today, to be honest with you. But again, like we said, we got the paddle back up. Always got to be prepared for anything that can happen. First thing I'm doing tomorrow is I'm calling power pole. I'm getting a little base so I can put my power pole on this as well. Oh gosh. That is the last thing that you want to do is hit a freaking tree out here. Last thing I want to do is hit a freaking tree. Scare the bejeebers out of me. Yeah, we do not want to be hung up on that, guys. That is rule number 1 of the river, is avoid trees at all costs. Let's see if we can get by it here. Where are you, tree? There it is. Super sketchy. Looking in the water, I can kind of see where these bigger boulders are. I'm just throwing it on the backside of these bigger boulders is what I'm doing, because I have a feeling they're just stacked up behind them. Fish are probably trying to figure out what's going on too. They had spring weather for the past 3 weeks. Trees are blooming, and now we got this kind of weather. It's pretty chilly out here. Right now I'm just looking up here. I'm looking for the current. I'm looking for where the current breaks are. I'm just hoping to find a couple sitting in some current breaks up here. This is probably gonna be the easiest way to get our 5 fish. I say easy because that's relative right now. It has been a total grind. Not to mention that it's pretty freaking cold out here too. But you know what, we're gonna stick it out. We're gonna do our 4-hour challenge. We're gonna see if we can't land 4 more. There we go, guys. Number 2 doesn't feel big, but oh, maybe a lot. Uh-oh. What we got here? He's all over the place. Okay. Crazy, but not bad. Let's see if we can land him here. Get in the net, buddy. Let's go. Ha-ha. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Beautiful fish. Nice smallie, probably about 16.5 inches. Cool. Number two. All right, so we're starting to figure them out. They're up here in these little current breaks. And he just built right. That's probably a 2-pounder right there. Let's get a little length and weight on her. All right, so length is, ouch. Let's see, length, only 15 and a half. I'd say probably about 1.8. Nothing too crazy. It's a little sketch right now, so just gonna let it go. See if we can catch a few more. All right, 3 more to go. Can't really see anything. It's dark and dusky over here now. Oh my gosh. GoPros are freaking out right now, man. They're freaking out, man. I don't know what's going on with them, but all right. GoPros are freaking out. Hands are freezing. Hey, at least we can fix one of those pretty easily. Came prepared today. I'm not playing around. It's a weird, bizarre day. I'm playing the aliens, guys. Playing the aliens. The rain. We're getting dumped on. Really? Can you make up your mind, dude? Oh, there's those Kitex I was looking for. There we go. All right, rain, sunshine. I don't know what's going on. Today. So they're up here in the rapids. A lot more shallow than I thought they would be. All right, well. Nice 3-second rain there. Okay. Just a weird day. Just a weird day, guys. Here comes the sun. Hey, I'll take that little bit of rain though, you know. Better than dumping on me for a long time. Oh, really, dude? Come on, man. I guess it that far. Dude, what is going on today? What is going on today? Oh my gosh, what is going on? What in the world is going on, dude? Please. Oh my gosh, bro. What the freak? What in the freak? Oh my gosh, what in the freak? Today is a great day after all. Alright, let's get this bait back, guys. Go over here, retire a leader. Should have a little bit of sunshine by then. What a crazy freaking day right now. It's bonkers. Okay, there's that. Oh, no. All right, come on, cheesy peasy. Freak, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my lance. Oh my lance. Oh my lance. All right, guys, what an adventure so far, man. This day has been extremely funky. But you know what? We're blessed to be out here. We've caught a couple fish. We only need 3 more, and we know they're up here a little bit more shallow, so we'll stick up here a little bit longer. We still have a good hour and a half to fish. I think it shouldn't be too hard to get this challenge done, honestly. Ugh. Best thing I can say about today, guys, is we do have a fish. It's the best thing I can say about today. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Number 3 is on the line. Oh, largemouth. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Decided to go up here and flip the finesse jig a little bit. Got a solid largie. So he's about 1.7. What do you guys think? Take a guess, 1.7 is my guess. 175. All right, only 2 more. Gives me a little bit more energy. Still got a good 45 minutes to go. I was on this bank here and it's a pretty steep bank, honestly. See how it's about, it's like 75 degrees over there. It's a very steep bank. I'm sitting in about 10 feet of water and I'm only sitting 10 or 15 feet off the bank. So I figured there would be some largemouth up in there, but hopefully they're kind of stacked in there, honestly. All right, guys, getting dark. Thought I was gonna have a little bit more time, but we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna get to the bank and recap, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, what a crazy day out there. Between the weather, my GoPros, the fishing, just madness, just highs and lows, mainly lows today, but we did go out and catch some fish. We were able to come out and do what we love. Such a blessing just to be out here and teach you guys a little bit. I really appreciate those of you who are still watching at the end of the video. That means the world to me. Go ahead and drop a comment down below that says still here in the comment section if you're still here. And I truly, truly appreciate it, guys. So you all know I like to do a recap of what went right and what went wrong. So there wasn't too much that went right today, honestly. We came out here, I was a lot more confident that I was gonna catch 5 fish, but in all fairness, the weather has shifted. Like I mentioned before, we had 2 weeks of warm weather and now we're on a cold snap, so maybe that turned off the bite a little bit. I also don't come out and fish here a lot, but I do want to come back more because it seems like the fish should be pretty easy to find. What did go well though is we did find a couple fish, caught a couple in the Ned rig, and caught that largemouth flipping the finesse jig. So that was great. We were able to put some in the net. What went wrong today? Once I figured out that bite with the Ned rig, I should have changed over to a smaller one. This smallmouth were a lot more shallow than I thought they were going to be. They were in 4 to 5 feet. I expected them to be in 10 to 15 feet. So as soon as I recognized that, I should have switched over to the lighter Ned head and fished up there a little bit more. So that was my mistake. Other than that, they were just extremely hard to find today, but that's winter fishing and that's fishing in general. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.